After the tranquility of Nara and the grandeur of Todaiji, we arrive at a place so iconic that if you haven't seen at least one photo from here, you probably don't have internet. Welcome to Fushimi Inari Taisha, the shrine where Torii gates never seem to end, where foxes are sacred, and where cardio suddenly becomes part of the sightseeing experience. Right from the main Ro-mon Gate, you're greeted by the Kitsune, the fox messengers of the deity Inari Ōkami, protector of rice, harvests, prosperity, and business. Usually one fox holds a scroll, a sacred jewel, or a stalk of rice, while the other carries the key to the rice granary. They're essentially the symbolic guardians of prosperity and of the shrine itself. The real adventure begins at Senbon Torii, the famous corridor of Torii gates. There are roughly 10,000 torii winding up Mount Inari, forming a glowing red labyrinth. The tradition of torii at Fushimi Inari Taisha goes back centuries. The first recorded mention of the Inari shrine dates to the 8th century, and the custom of donating torii began during the Edo period, 1603-1868. Each gate represents a donation to the deity Inari, the god of rice, prosperity, and business. Individuals or companies who donate a torii do so for good fortune, success, or in gratitude for blessings received. The simple structure, 2 vertical pillars and 2 horizontal beams, symbolizes stability and the harmony between heaven and earth. Most of the torii in Senbon Torii are made of Japanese cedar, a wood valued for its durability, beauty, and resistance to the elements. They're painted in a vibrant shade of vermilion, a color considered sacred in Shinto and believed to ward off evil. The inscriptions on each torii indicate the donor and the year the donation was made. And if you're wondering why some torii are massive and imposing while others are smaller and more delicate, the explanation is simple. The large torii are donated by companies or individuals who can afford substantial contributions, while the smaller, yet still impressive ones usually come from regular people. As you climb the mountain, the tourists start to disappear. At first, it feels like you're in a marathon of selfies, but after a few hundred steps, you practically become the master of the red corridor, with only a handful of determined people still pushing through the ascent. And beyond the impressive torii gates, another truly special part of the trail is the small traditional Shinto altars hidden among the trees. These altars, called Hokora, are dedicated to different manifestations of Inari and other local kami. In front of them, you'll often see stone foxes with red bibs, the messengers of Inari and guardians of prosperity and of this sacred mountain. Some altars are tiny, about the size of a mailbox, while others are more elaborate, with stone torii, old lanterns, and spaces for offerings. There isn't much left until the top. The summit of Mount Inari is home to Kami no Yashiro, a small complex of shrines dedicated to the highest form of Inari. But even though the peak isn't far, just a few more solid minutes of climbing, time isn't really on our side anymore. So, in true traveler fashion, after saying just a little bit more for the past half hour, we have to accept that this time we won't make it all the way up. So we start our descent, and the path back down leads us through equally beautiful spots, quiet altars, old stone lanterns, and less crowded that reveal a different, more peaceful side of Mount Inari. One of the most important sub-shrines of Fushimi Inari is Kumatakasha, a small yet highly revered spot. Many come here specifically to pray for safe travels, family protection, the fulfillment of wishes, and generally to overcome life's obstacles more easily, which is exactly what we all need after that climb. The little white strips you see hanging around are omikuji, fortune-telling papers. You buy one, unfold it, and discover your fortune. It can range from great luck to less fortunate outcomes, like bad luck, or better not insist. Essentially, the messages can go from everything will go perfectly today to it's better to stay put and not touch anything. If you draw a bad luck slip, tradition says to tie it here at the shrine so that the spirit of the place can block the misfortune before you take it with you. If it's great luck, you obviously keep it. After all, you wouldn't be crazy enough to leave it behind for someone else to take. After wandering through the endless Torii gates, admiring the peaceful Hokora, and reading the little fortunes at Kumatakasha, it's time to continue our journey. Next up is Kyoto, the city of Geiko and Maiko, where tradition comes alive on the streets, and every gesture, every kimono, tells a centuries-old story. Get ready to step into a world of elegance, color, and authentic customs.